Jurassic Park.
Hello. Hey, hey, hey. Thank you so much for the subscription, Chelsea. 33 months, goodness me. I sincerely and deeply appreciate it. And I'm sorry that, almost as has been, we've all come to expect, Alan did not appear. I heard him. Did you hear him? Did you hear Alan at least? Certainly heard him in my mind. And something came up on the screen. I was literally tinkering with that because I knew it wasn't working yesterday. Tested it and it seemed fine. And now it's not pulling through the GIF again. I don't know why that is. I really don't know why. Sometimes it does pull through the GIF, sometimes it doesn't. Very strange one. Regardless, I'm very grateful. So thank you very much. How are you both doing? Hey, Geordie. How are you both doing? How is your holiday? Are you having a chill one? It's been relatively chill here. I got back from London yesterday. Went to the Royal Albert Hall to see the proms yesterday with my dad and sister and Katie and my sister's girlfriend, and it was lovely. We went to see a few different things. I mainly went to see Vaughan Williams, as I was saying to Dave and Kyle quite on the day. A few composers I wasn't really aware of, and a few off-the-wall things that didn't speak to me that much, but the Vaughan Williams stuff was lovely. So that was good. It's always good to, I suppose, enrich the soul a bit. There is something about classical music that I don't fully appreciate, nowhere near as much as my dad wishes I did, but it does have some level of hold over me, and it does rejuvenate in some way. So it was wonderful. I'm glad you guys are having a good holiday. I didn't get to see the Magic unboxing before. Were there any cards that stood out? Well, not really, because the even though I unboxed it as if it was like me opening booster packs, which a lot of card-based streamers do. The thing with the Commander decks is that they're the same for anybody. So while I had purposefully avoided the list, there was no chance of me, unfortunately, pulling an incredibly rare card that would have blown my mind. But no, it was I went, but I was purposely unaware of the set, so I just sort of was perusing it. And there were actually, to be fair, there were two cards which are random, which you get in each of those commanders, which were good. I got, I believe I got a character from Final Fantasy XIV, which is good. The good thing about these Final Fantasy cards is they're all 4 games that have been picked, are games that I deeply love. So pretty much anything I get is a win, and I'm happy with. I haven't yet played the Cloud deck in a match. It plays very, very differently to how the Tidus one does. Because whereas the Tidus one is about getting more and more, spreading around counters and growing everything really quickly, the Cloud one is more about putting equipment on and making and equipping equipment, which any card can put equipment on. But the good thing about the Cloud deck is that it allows you to do it without any cost, so you can very quickly get very powerful individuals. But it's just a very different way of playing to what I'm used to. So I've done a few practice runs, but it does seem like a very good collection. We went to H&V and they were all sold out of cards. It's a shame. I have got a couple of boosters from there. And I must admit, not to, I have fallen off the deep end entirely. I also got the pack that you got, Geordie, the starter pack, and the reason I did that was that I just found, well, there's a few cards in there that would supplement some of my decks, but also unlike every other Magic product I've ever bought, does have a code to unlock it within Magic Arena, right? Which is the digital version of the game. So I've been looking for ways to play Final Fantasy Magic on that. But if you actually buy all of the cards in Magic Arena, it's inordinately expensive. Whereas, as you say, it was like under 20 quid to get some pretty good cards in there, and 2 playable decks that I can play with Katie as well, because it's a more reasonable format than Commander to play with 2 people. So yeah, so that's all good, but it's definitely have fallen off the deep end a little bit, and with a double nice, I'll take it. There's a code I will never use. Yeah. Annoyingly, the Commanders don't come with that, because Commander isn't a format. I don't even know if, well, it must be officially recognised if Magic are producing packs, but Commander isn't a mode really on the game. So I can't practice the mode really that I play in real life, which is a shame. Yeah, so that's that. But I would definitely say I've got to the point now where I need to sort of pull the brake and just live with the cards I've got for a while and see how things go, because it's getting slightly out of control. I can see why people become hopelessly addicted, as I sort of already am. One thing I haven't started doing is just buying loads and loads of booster packs and hoping that I'm going to get loads of good pulls. I've bought one. So I have bought one. No, I bought 2. Katie got me one. And I don't think I will go into that. The thing is, I've seen all of the Final Fantasy Magic cards, and they're all available on something like Magic Madhouse. So I've sort of just perused the cards that I'm interested in and have access to those. So yeah, I'm trying to not get into it in a bad way. There are people. There's one guy there who prides himself on having bought every Magic available thing. He just, every time something comes out, he buys it immediately, and he has an incredible collection. It sounds like even bigger than my friend Mark, who got me into the game. And it just, I know, and I'm not afraid to say the figure. And it's mental, given that I'm dealing with cardboard. It's not mental in terms of obsessive hobbies, but I know how much I've spent on the relatively limited collection I have. The money that must have gone out in order for these people to build these collections, it boggles the mind. And I frankly can't afford it. I could barely afford what I've done already. Hey, Scotty, shows my head doesn't want to get into child gambling. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, you can always get proxy cards. I almost did buy a proxy card, because I think I've said one thing. I love I've played all 4 of the Final Fantasy Collection Commander decks. The Final Fantasy X one is my favourite one to play, even though I haven't tested them all with people. And the only thing I hate about that deck is the Commander itself, like the art of the Commander. I think I went over it when we unpacked it. That's weird anime Tidus that just it doesn't look in any way cool compared to the other 3 Commanders, and I think that's really annoying and disappointing. There's almost like a cutesy anime vibe to a lot of the Final Fantasy X stuff, which I find quite irritating. But I found a proxy version of that card from I think I've been a site called Cardforge or something like that, and it looks exactly as I would want. And to have it made, it's like 60p or whatever. But to get it shipped to Britain from Cardforge is an additional £32. I think I must have mentioned that actually, because I'm going to I haven't bought that, but I may well send it to my in-laws and ask them to bring it with them next time they come. But I don't know how much of a dent that will put in my in their respect for me. given that, but we'll see. So rolling the dice on that one maybe. But yeah, it's and they do, and you're right to be fair. Well, might as well get an actual card. They are. Yeah, I mean that's true. But I mean this card, this proxy card, is the same card as the one that I have, right? It's just the only difference is the art. So like playability wise, it would slot in the deck in the same way as the one that I don't like. It's a literal aesthetic choice. So yeah, I haven't stooped to it just yet, but I've stooped to a fair expenditure. And you are right, to be fair, and annoyingly, that sort of Geordie makes the point about them holding their value. A lot of them really do. And the other thing is, they're continuing to skyrocket in value. And if I'm going to play this game and I'm really enjoying it with other people and I really look forward to it, if this is going to be a hobby I would like to continue, I want to play the Final Fantasy stuff, and I don't want to be paying even more than that down the road for these, because I've missed out on the initial run. So I sort of had to, once I realised it was a hobby I was into and could enjoy and could see I could enjoy it for a while, I sort of had to just jump on full in for the Final Fantasy stuff. But already, like even since I've been playing, there's like a new official Magic non-Final Fantasy set that's just come out. I haven't touched it, I'm not really interested in it, and I won't go near it. So someone last time I went out to play they had like a pre-release version of it, and was showing it off, and it did seem cool. But I just like to be able to interact with Final Fantasy in an interesting way, to be honest with you. Speaking of interacting with Final Fantasy in an interesting way, maybe we've got some Final Fantasy Stranger of Paradise. Their own thing. I mean, by their own thing, I mean, like Magic the Gathering has its own universe with, way before it had crossovers with things like Final Fantasy. It was just its own lore, its own, it had its own situation and would create its own commander decks and its own standard decks, and people were just engaging in like a single lore set. But then a few years ago, Magic shifted, so it sort of went multi-dimensional, or like, oh no, yeah. So does it look like the card bit in American Psycho? People coming in showing off their new cards, a little bit, but they don't. It's rarely individual cards. It's like, I've brought in this crazy deck. I can't say it. That's a word forever ruined for me, Jordy. And every time, even if I know I've said it right, it sounds like dick to me. It sounds like it. But no, I wasn't talking about that, Geordie. Yeah, but people do come and they play their new decks, and they sort of say, "Yeah, I'm just trying it out, seeing how it is." I actually won in the game. I won the game where this guy brought out one of the new collections. But as I say, every victory I've had in Magic so far has been very much people playing the game. I said collection. Playing their decks equally. They've been playing them very slowly, and they've been very helpful in, because the thing is, I can play my deck. I'm just going to move on, actually. I've got nothing, no points worth making. Let's just let us just join. Are all these people playing their decks? They are indeed. They are indeed. Okay, so if you recall, last time we got some actually cool looking armor, which is nice. I can't remember if we tried a boss fight before. Hey, some guys have big decks, others have small ones. That's true. Although actually, in Commander, everybody has identically sized decks at 100 cards. Some are quick and finishing their turn with their decks. Yeah, whereas they slow it right down when I'm playing it. Do people ever let others play with their decks? Yep, I've played with other people's decks for sure. Yep, that's something I've done for sure. Yep, just as you're getting into it. Right. I can't try to remember how to change job. Oh yeah. So it's another job max, but a job I've noticed down here, I haven't noticed. Night. What's the situation with night? Oh, no game audio. Sorry about that. It looks... Thanks, Geordie. Yu-Gi-Oh! Used to have no deck size rule till someone came in with a 2,222 deck size that mainly had shuffle cards in it. That's funny. Yeah, there is... There are, in fact, the Final Fantasy XIV deck does have means of expanding the at least hand size, but yeah, the deck size is always identical. Did you play much of the physical game back in the day, Scotty? I always forget. Yeah, what, Scotty, the sort of stream technical support, he's sorted that out. Thank you, mate. Seems to me that knight is the same as swordsman. So it looks like jobs unlock when you master other jobs. Don't know what Blessing of Light does. What is that doing? Is that healing? No.
That's all of them. If we can breathe, we can fight again.
I was a Pokemon guy, mainly just collected. Oh yeah, me too, back in the day. Don't know where my Pokemon cards are. Temporarily causes successful guards to unleash a shockwave. Wow. And has Geordie been enjoying Bloodstained? Ah, indeed. Have you been carrying on with that? This armor set is hardcore, Chelsea. Much better than what we've been dealing with before. I can pretend it's not Jack in there. Uh-oh. Shapeless Committee will... Some good deals. Just seeing if I can get in every time. I hope you don't get sent to the ether again. Come on, phone. Oh, Geordie's got it. Oh, always takes me too long to get into the phone. Thanks, Geordie. He's retained. He's sort of retained his role, defended his role. Perhaps he felt that Scotty had encroached on his turf. Phone modding sucks. Pinning that shit was class. Yeah. Okay, I really thought that was where I was meant to go, but it doesn't look... Oh, hang on. Look at this thing. Jordy's only played 5 minutes of Bloodstained. No. Have you been playing anything else, guys? Wait, is this the game that started at school? No. No. It was... I usually play that on a Tuesday, Final Fantasy VIII. Not that my schedule is up to anything at the moment. And I just felt too tired to deliver... to deliver the sort of Oscar-worthy performances I was delivering last time. I was more in a position where I just wanted to mindlessly hack and slash shit and chat with people in chat. It is the Dark Souls Final Fantasy. That's exactly the one, yeah. This... I swear these enemies are getting harder. It's fine, Chelsea. I do play a lot of similarly themed and named games. But recently, anyway.
Rough. Focus on how we can do better next time.
Why not? Why? Oh, sorry. Oh, we do not forfeit Dark Souls in this place. No, absolutely not. I have completed Bloodstained, yeah, years ago, sort of not long after it came out, and really, really liked it. I sort of agree with Geordie that
I can't do this for much longer.
Shut up, Jack. Shut up. The story was not why I played Bloodstained. I just had a lot of fun. I just love a Metroidvania. But yeah, I do hear that the new Silent Hill is going to be Dark Soulsy. Can't wait to parry Pyramid Head. What the fuck is that vampire boss that just heals shit? Is that in Bloodstained? Or is that from new Silent Hill material? We need to power up this lift. And it did used to be powered up. Oh, actually, that does ring a bell, Scotty. The red vampire woman. That does ring a bell. I remember that being really annoying. Wow, memory unlocked. My solution to every problem in that game was grinding the shit out of it. Classic Dark Souls strategy. This level design, guys. I don't seem to be able to go anywhere. I'm just going around in a loop. Oh, unless... Oh, sorry, I'm with... Oh, got it. I've got it, guys. I've got it. Very silly of me. Oh, also very silly of me. I've just seen, by the way, the trailer for the... I don't know how big Office fans we have in chat, but I've just seen the trailer for the follow-up to it, called The Paper. And I can't believe it's got Tim Key in it as a major character,
We should probably take it easy.
which makes me very, very happy. And I'm looking forward to it very much. Because there's been a dearth of Office content recently. The Australian one was rubbish. Scotty says he's got his new guitar. My lord, I've never played with mechanical frets, and oh my god, it feels like cheating. Oh, mate. Mechanical frets. That sounds great. Sounds like it's achieving everything you hoped it would. And you're going to make Geordie spend money he doesn't have. It did look super high quality.
I've got a bad feeling about this.
I can't remember if we got to a boss last time and lost. Hello. No, I think it might have been we got here and I gave up. Great. How long have I got this shockwave thing in effect? Oh, nice. Was that an actual... Oh, and sorry, I missed from Chelsea. We need a Lottie emote. How is Lottie? Sorry, I missed that, Chelsea. She is doing good. She actually, twice in one day, caused Katie to lose blood. As in, she scratched the shit out of Katie accidentally twice. Once when she was chasing her laser, and we have sort of wooden panelled floors on the first floor, on the ground floor, and Katie brought the light round a corner and up the stairs, and Lottie sort of did a drifting skid on the because she can't get any purchase on the floor. She skid round, and obviously all of her claws were out as she was hunting, and I think her back feet sort of came round and just whipped Katie across the leg. She whipped past her and it drew blood. And the other time, Katie was holding her, and then something fell off the table, and I went to grab it. And Lottie took you drifting. And as I went to grab it, I moved quickly, and Lottie, I think, saw that as an attack, and she sort of wrenched her way out from Katie's arms in a brutal fashion to run away. So yeah, she hasn't been in our good books, but to be fair, both of those things aren't her fault. And she is adorable. The thing is, I would make a Lottie emote, but the thing is, like that, is that Dexter, the one you just posted next to Howard Lottie, or is that from your collection? Because that just looks like Lottie. Like with the best will in the world, I don't think I could meaningfully iterate on the Black Cat emote concept in a way that you haven't already, Chelsea. Yours are also excellent. So if I ever need a Black Cat, just chuck one of yours in there. Right, Scotty, the frets are really nice. Although this is the first time I've used mechanical frets. The only wish I have is that the RGB on the neck were more customizable. I was interested in the strum bar since it isn't mechanical, but is Hall effect, where the feedback you get from it is really nice and customizable, so you can change the actuation point and strength of feedback. Really good stuff. I like that a lot. I don't know what a lot of it means. So by mechanical fret, the button you push down for the fret on a Guitar Hero S controller, how, if not mechanically, how is it deployed usually? Is it like is it the difference between a mechanical keyboard and like a lower quality keyboard? It's another method I don't fully understand, based on light or something. That sounds really cool. What I really love is our boutique, well-crafted, hobbyist items that give an additional dimension to an existing hobby. And that's quite a niche thing to like, but I quite like them, and I like your guitar as a result of that, conceptually. It's good stuff. So we're trying to go up this lift. It is on. No, it's not on. Jordy wants it so bad. How much is it again? A few hundred quid? A couple hundred quid? They're normally just a rubber membrane for frets. Interesting. That's cool. You should do some sort of video review, Scotty.
Warm welcome.
Oh God. £120 for the version I got, 110 for the cheaper version. Well, to be honest, given the quality of the item, that doesn't sound crazy to me. But then you are talking to someone who spent more than that on bits of cardboard. Whoa.
Ourselves up.
Oh, Ben, I've started a meme idea for it. Don't worry. All right. Sounds good. Another classic Scotty meme in the works. Has it been deployed already? Started working on it. Nice. Oh, this looks new. Does it? Cool.
Huh? Are those clouds?
Way, new cubes.
Calm down, we're okay. Or else why would that thing send us here? The crystal is just up these stairs. I think.
You think? Or you hope?
Both.
This looks new. Last stream you were floating in space. Yeah, I thought I recognised this as a slightly different corridor. And I was right, because we got new cubes. Okay. What should we take? Are you kidding me? It's not the fedora again. Insane looking and boringly repetitive. Obviously, I'm going to keep the dragon helm. Alright, guys. Let's go. This looks like a lift. Hello. Oh, hang on. Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I think what I've thought was a new area. I've just run back to the beginning of the area. Oh, God. Scotty was right. Oh, I should have heeded his warning. Milady, would you mind if I could have this? Wait a minute. You're not Chaos. Oh, that's why I recognise these bell ends. Fuck's sake. Goodbye. Oh, no. Oh, nice.
Better tread carefully.
Oh, and there I was thinking we'd made some progress. I don't want to fight you guys. Just want to get to the next bit of the level. It's treating me as if it's my first. Oh, Christ. It's a bit like Purgatory. But a fun Purgatory. Oh. Okay. Sometimes the thing is... Oh. Don't know.
Come on.
Time to go to work.
That's a sick move, to be fair. Final Fantasy Stranger of Paradise really makes you feel like you're in Purgatory. IGN, hi this guy. That is what I wanted to do for the longest time. Be a video game reviewer. I'm actually glad, and it's easy for me to say, I'm glad that isn't an industry I went into. I even was in, I think I said on stream before, I was in briefly the official PlayStation magazine on a freelance basis, but I was there. Some copy of mine in there somewhere. But the print media is dead. I would have joined a literal dying industry. And it all just became video production, which I'm less interested in.
Okay. That was rough. Focus on how we can do better next
There
time.
was that they were really. I don't know if it's still there or how. I mean, it must be, but the offices in Bath for Future Publishing looked like a really cool place to work. So yeah, part of me wishes I'd worked there, but you know, whatever. IGN where anything below 7 is bad. I mean, the whole scaled score thing is completely ruined and meaningless, isn't it? And also the thing is, with YouTube becoming
I can't do this for
so
much
prevalent,
longer.
I mean, that's the way people review games, isn't it? Just
Up ahead. Come on, follow me.
who really looks to IGN for their opinion on a video game? Really? Much more likely to watch a streamer. IGN gave FC25 a 6. Something is wrong. Has that just come out? Wow.
You okay on potions?
Are you a football video game player, Scotty?
Okay.
I haven't picked one up since '09, which feels crazy. FIFA '09, and that felt revolutionary. I'm annoyed. It's actually being a bit Dark Soulsy for me now. As in beating the shit out of me. I should be concentrating.
Up ahead. Time to go to work.
What I don't like is having two like block and parry options. I sort of feel like I should never be blocking. I should always be trying to parry.
We're in for it
Yeah, I totally loved football games. I love gambling in my games. Please let me spend more money on the same game over and over and reset everything in Ultimate Team wherever it is a depressing situation. That is for sure. The thing is, like, if I was gonna get back into football video games, I wouldn't touch Ultimate Team. Not because of the gambling and the booster packs, all that stuff, but also I don't play it online. My favourite thing to do in those games is just do the, take Ipswich Town to the top of the Premiership. And just in the career mode. And you don't, as far as I know, you don't have to have, those mechanics don't interact with the career modes.
Be ready for anything.
That's all of them.
Our journey continues.
It does. Personality reviews have always been better. Getting to know the kind of game somebody likes and getting the vibe of them is always good, especially when they have a genre they don't like but recommend a game in that genre. It's got to be peak. Like, I'm not really a fan of turn-based RPGs yet. A Mario class game, 10 out of 10 IGN. Too much water. Oh yeah, classic. The too much water Pokemon review. That was bad stuff. Yeah, I think you're right. It's better to find people who you have a similar opinion with, and take the vibe check from them. To be fair, as much I know I mentioned Sifted like every stream, and I usually mention it in an ironic way, even though I unironically do enjoy their podcast. The whole point of Sifted was that you could, in your profile, put the sort of games you like. So you would when you made the account, you would say, I'm really into JRPGs, I weight story heavily in the things I look for in games, or I rate shooting action, or I rate turn-based mechanics, or I rate etc. And there was this huge questionnaire where you could essentially build up your profile as a video gamer and the stuff you like. And then when the reviews came out, they were fed through those multipliers, and it gave you a personal score based on your sensibilities as a gamer, which I thought was not a bad idea. But again, it was a written review, and increasingly people just aren't Looking at written reviews. But cool idea. Well, check it out, Scotty. You could be member number 9 at Sifted. Sifted, SIFTD, and they do a good weekly 3-hour video game podcast, which is basically where I get all of my video game news.
Gotta stay sharp, guys.
The website totally isn't cluttered as fuck. Yeah, the point again. The other point of the website was through those interests you have. So, like mine's JRPG is up quite high, and PlayStation as a brand is up quite high, or whatever. It filters the news, so the only news I see is that which it suspects I'll be interested in. Which again isn't a bad idea, but I don't read very much video game news because I just watch their podcast for all of my video game news, really. Shit. Shit. Shit! Oh, God. This is meant to be a chill stream, not accidentally go back to the beginning of the level, lose all your progress, and try desperately to make it back to where you were before. I'm going to finish the stream in the same place. Have you tried not dying?
There's one.
Come on,
Cheers.
follow me.
Oh, I've got the fedora on as well. Could this day get any worse?
Jack, now's your chance.
To be fair, I seem to be kicking more ass as a mage. Maybe it's just that class. This location reminds me of Alien. Yeah, it definitely has a sort of generic sci-fi vibe. Much of which was inspired by Alien, of course. I don't know what it has to do with anything in this universe. If my theory is correct and that we're sort of jumping between all the Final Fantasy games,
That was rough. Focus on how we can do
I can't think of one set in space, really. I can't think of a Final Fantasy that is space-based. Obviously in 8 they do go to space, but the visual design is nothing like this. One of my favourite reviewers is probably... I love Nitro Rad! The amount of times he shows interesting, unique game that goes into detail and gets me interested and always says, spoilers, skip to this. Yeah, he is great. I recommend... he finds loads of interesting... I really like his like games of the year. He always makes a concerted effort to find games of the year from off the beaten path. So, like you say, he always introduces new and interesting games, even at that point. And he also I sense he's a bit younger than me, I think, but we're roughly similar age. So he has all the nostalgia for the PS2 era platformers.
I can't do this for much longer.
Yeah, big fan of that guy.
Do we keep going?
Seems like a good egg as well.
Warm welcome. Time to go to work.
Oh yeah, but then you said that. Plus he and I share the love of 3D platforms. Yeah. Indeed. What's your favourite 3D platformer, Scotty, of all time? No. Sonic 06.
Better tread carefully.
And anyone in the chat, what's your favourite 3D platformer? Is mine Jack and Daxter Precursor Legacy? Might be. What a game. Or maybe, you know, Mario 64.
Screw that.
Stay on your toes.
Hat in Time. Interesting choice. I've not played it, but that a self-styled fan of the genre rates it as one of the best of all time means I must need to check it out. I did think it looked cute when I saw it. Okay. What? Oh. Demon Turf was really good as well. I've never heard of it. Tried to get into Spark the Electric Jester, but that was too much combat. Because he's not really a fan of them. Fair enough. I think, yeah, it's one of those genres that has to be baked into one's childhood, maybe.
I think we can use that.
Should we take a
Okay,
breather?
great. So now we're back where we were. Good job, guys. An hour of streaming. Oh, Sly Raccoon, good choice. Oh, look who it is, Darkspark87. Mario Sunshine was my first real platformer. Hello, mate. This is well, I won't dox you. I've been known to accidentally dox people, but this is the I believe, if just completely coincidentally he's got the same username, this is the man responsible for my current magic addiction, who's just jumped into chat. Please make him feel welcome. This is Mark, who I work with. Absolute legend. Mario Sunshine as the first real platformer. That was a controversial game back in the day because of its water mechanics, right? But I think people have come to realise that they were perhaps slightly too harsh on it, and actually it holds up really well. I really like Mario Sunshine. Yeah, good vibes. Both of those games, just really, really good vibes. Earth, get doxed. I don't know at the moment, guys. I'll be careful around Chelsea. Recently added Crime Simulator. So I think she's going to be attempting to steal shit. Eyes in your pockets, guys. I was just in London recently. My sister got her phone stolen from out of her hands. And not while we were there, but relatively recent to the point that we were there. And apparently that's an incredibly common crime in London at the moment. People just coming along with electric bikes, grabbing a hand, then just driving away. It's mental. In London, yeah. Well, I think that crime is up everywhere, but there are areas of London where it literally says, like, there was a thing on the ground sponsored by Currys that was like, do not take your phone out and look at it, keep it in your pocket. People aren't just nicking them out of people's hands. Yeah. I think it's because I could scarf off school and play at Woolworths. Fair enough. It's not just London. There have been reports of it in town here, for real. It's really depressing. Really depressing. What are we coming to? What is this, God's sake. Old man shouts at cloud, etc. But it does smart a little bit. It's just such a shame that culture heads that way. To the point where people are actively making adverts to make people aware. Thankfully, my sister, the guy who stole my sister's phone, took the case off and just threw it away as he was driving away. And someone found that, and crazily, it has my sister's ID in it, and they were able to track her down and send it back to her. So she did actually get her ID and stuff back, luckily. But yeah, ridiculous. London's rife. It's not the phones people want anymore, it's the info on the phones. What, the personal data generally? Is that what's being harvested? It seemed like in this case, the guy would have been better to keep her ID than her phone, but he didn't. Or maybe he hadn't clocked that it was actually in the case itself. Or maybe he had a flash of humanity and was like, look, I'm stealing her phone so I can make some money, but I'm not gonna steal her identity as well. Maybe that's what I'm gonna pretend happened. I swear London wasn't as rough when I was there. Stuff happened, but it sounds terrible now. Yeah, I'm not a fan of London. I won't lie to you. There are elements of it. Obviously, the cultural element is amazing, but every time I go there, it's a ball ache to get anywhere. There's an increasing sense of, like you say, having to be on guard. I don't know. I just don't. I'm not a big fan of it, really. I didn't used to feel that way. Shit. Mark, have you been playing anything good recently? Mark is actually Darkspark87. Not only did he introduce me to Magic, he also introduced me to Timberborn, which I love dearly as a game. Which, if you haven't checked it out already, you should check it out. A sort of real-time strategy game involving beavers. It's amazing. I've been playing the Calyx demo. That is a name I've heard, but I don't really know what that is. What is that?
Not off to a good start. Don't worry, we got this. That looks worth picking up.
Lucky.
Oh, real-time strategy, a bit like Command and Conquer. Oh, nice. Has it just come out? Does it run all right on modest hardware like mine? I knew it. I should have preempted it. So I haven't read it because I'm in the middle of a battle, but I saw a letter in there which made it clear to me that Scotty is, with a new person in chat, has jumped on an opportunity to sell V Rising, a Diablo-esque vampire game that he loves. Shit. Okay.
If we can breathe, we can fight again.
Another game you should check out, small indie game called V Rising. Probably haven't heard of it, being small, and I'd highly recommend it. It's a good vampire vibe. The enemies are plants and bugs. Interesting. It's been running okay, so it should run on yours. Speaking of plants and bugs, I haven't played it, but I've heard very, very good things about. Is it Rare? The new Rare game? What's it called? Where you're tiny?
Do this for much longer.
We should probably take it easy.
can't remember what it's called. Grounded. Grounded 2. Don't know if anyone's touched that yet. Geordie says my favourite platformer is Medieval. Nice. Although I may have forgotten potential other ones. Again, as we said last time, it's not one I've played. I do want to pick up the... it's Obsidian. Hey Dave, thanks for the pickup there. Was the original Obsidian as well? I don't know why I thought it was rare. V Rising was so good I had to buy the vinyl and some of the soundtrack on it. And it's blood red. No clue why. That is cool, actually, though, to be fair. Wow. And so Mark has added it to his wish list. I think that's the most successful Scotty's been with his V Rising campaign. A successful wish list ad. Nice one. Oh, you've been playing it, Mark. Is it fantastic? Oh, great. Does that run okay on modest hardware? I was curious about Grounded 2, played a bit of the first one. To be honest with you, as a premise, it doesn't appeal to me much. I just don't... I don't really care about being little and facing big ants. That doesn't do it massively for me. But the buzz around this second one has been profound. Right, I think this is the right way. We're going closer towards the goal, at least. My graphics card struggles a bit. Okay. Might see what the requirements are. The buzz, as in bugs, because you're small and fighting bugs. Nice one, Ben. Thanks, mate. I didn't do it on purpose.
Do we keep going?
I need some of my beloved cubes. I always enjoyed Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. Yeah, I think I did back in the day. I just don't know. I don't have the desire to do it in game form, really. But is it like relatively free form, like Minecraft, where you can go and do what you want, or is it? I always got the sense there was more of like a competitive element, but I don't know why I got that sense. I should have looked into it, really. If you can just go around exploring the world doing stuff in co-op, that sounds up my street. I need the cubes. Where are they? Oh, this is where we got to last time. This is where we died. And I sense this is where we'll die again. You don't fight each other, that's good. In fact, I've just been sent an invite to join Kieran to play Grounded. There's a main story, but it's mainly about exploring and surviving. Nice, alright. Well, Mark, I really appreciate you joining us. As well as instilling in me a profound and debilitating financially addiction in Magic the Gathering. Will you be playing next week, Mark? Because I'm going to try and get there on Saturday. Nice. Well, I will see you there then. See you later, buddy. Congratulations on wishlisting V Rising. Yeah, that is something worth congratulating someone on. Ah, that's great. Bless him. God, the mage feels good. I don't know how they've done it. I never thought a mage would feel good. I mean, it's because it's not a mage, is it? I've got a club. Okay. God, I need some cubes, guys. Oh, am I incredibly out of focus? I just realised. Oh, that's sorted. Talking about wish listing, Ben, I've noticed you haven't got Resident Evil Requiem on your Steam wish list. The authorities have been notified. Well, look, I've got 2 counters to that. One, if I was going to buy Resident Evil Requiem, I'd buy it on PS5 because it's the most powerful hardware I have in the house. 2, I haven't finished Resident Evil 8, so I hardly can wish list 9 before I've beaten 8. I'm thinking about streaming 8, to be honest, as a means of getting it done, and also so that other people can be there when I do the baby bit, which I'm too scared to do. Oh my god, sweet relief. It's my beloved cubes. So what's the vibe with these guys? These guys, they're just inanimate objects
Let's have a look.
who spout catchphrases every now and then. I'm not invested in any of these characters, apart from Jack's quest for chaos, which I am now quite intrigued in completing. But this, whatever else you can say about this game, it does not in any way feel like Final Fantasy. It just, even with some of the visual trappings, it just doesn't have the Final Fantasy vibe, I don't think, at all. Oh, so no dad is a big monster. Exactly. No dad is a big monster, etc. That's what we need. That's precisely distilled what this is missing. I'm hoping we're going to get something interesting in terms of, because essentially they're all amnesiacs, really, originally, and they can't really remember anything. So I'm hoping they'll get some backstory at some point, but I'm not holding up that much hope.
Everywhere.
Screw this up and they'll be hell to pay.
I like that. And actually, that is one of my favourite. No gesso, of course. Maybe we can mod gesso in somehow. Oh, I was literally going to Great Minds, Geordie. I was literally going to ask you about Rebirth, and I didn't even need to ask. You answered. Maybe we're telepathically linked. I'm slowly getting beaten to the ground by the gameplay loop of Rebirth. Are you saying it is a little bit too much eventually? Because I think I can see why that it definitely feels that way. Yeah. I think it's if you want to get through that game quickly, I'm sure it can feel quite annoying, or even not. There is a degree of open world busy work that I still find quite satisfying, which meant that I wasn't too bothered by that as I played. But equally, if you're someone who actually takes the time you spend on games, if you use that time well and you focus on things properly and you really try and enjoy the game as much as possible, then I can see why elements of that would be frustrating. But what I'm often looking for in games is a game I can put on with some podcasts. And in that instance, I quite liked the busy work and doing the towers and doing some of the battles, but it is a lot eventually.
I think we're safe.
Trying to get everything, super frustrating. Yeah. And my main bugbear about trying to get everything in Final Fantasy VII is some of those mini games vary wildly in quality. There are too many, I think. I don't know if this is controversial, but I actually really like the Fort Condor battle game, and I really enjoyed it in the Yuffie DLC. And I got quite into it and enjoyed collecting it and did all of those bits. When it reappeared in Rebirth as one of many games, there was something that didn't click for me as much. It was much harder, and I found the whole thing really frustrating. I think they should have chosen one of those mini games if not Fort Condor, another one, and really, I suppose they did with Queen's Gambit. Is that what it's called? Queen's Blood. But essentially, there were too many minigame types, I thought, and I just didn't need that many. I would have liked another one alongside Queen's Blood to get into, but I felt like they were both too short and too hard. Scotty says, I'm trying to think. Oh, Scotty says, why not start Euro Truck Simulator 2 again then, Ben? Did we ever do that? Did Kyle and I do a bit of that back in the day? I'm trying to think of a good game to play while podcasting in the background. I think I smell a game like V-Rise, a small game like V-Rise. It might be a shout. Don't know if you heard of it. That does sound good. I found, yeah, those sorts of games are good. I have played Diablo and Torchlight to that effect for sure. To be honest with you, Scotty, if it wasn't vampire based, I would already have been playing it. I would have already been well on. There's just something intrinsically unappealing about vampires to me. I don't know if that will put a wedge between us, but I just find them artistically, aesthetically, sort of boring and gross combined. So it's not a. It's just not an aesthetic. Oh God. I might have caused friction with everybody in chat. But I must speak my truth. I mean, that is one thing I know to be true. That I find vampires boring and gross. Sorry, unsubscribe if you must. Yeah, it's just I'm not great with blood, and often there's a lot of blood in vampiric stories. I mean, maybe that's central to it. I often playing as vampires, I find the interaction, the mechanics around vampires, and often in games when you're a vampire, you're like running out of blood a lot, and maybe that's, yeah. Well, dude's saying it like he hasn't even seen Buffy. I haven't seen Buffy, so that might be why. Well, I've seen episodes. I haven't seen all of it. I don't mind a vampire as like an enemy, but I sense that V Rising isn't about like a vampire being an enemy. It's the whole thing is vampiric. And in the end, I was morally right not to see Buffy because of Joss Whedon. So in the end, who wins? Me. I'm the winner. No, I'm just not really. Yeah, it's taking a turn, isn't it? This stream, that revelation. I think it's mainly the gross thing. It's mainly the I can't handle the blood, therefore every other element of it is unappealing to me. But often the way they're written is just not in a sort of quite generic, sort of flouncy, beautiful gentleman who is mysterious and has a dark secret, and I just, yeah. This is Ben reflecting. He's definitely a vampire, maybe. Tell that to Tim Minnie, I don't know who that is. Yeah. I'm not. Vampires are sex. Maybe it's just an inherent discomfort with sexuality that adds to it. I don't know. Like I think I might actually cause physical damage to people's souls. The character in Baldur's Gate 3, Kyle insisted that he became very interesting, but the fact that he was a hidden vampire or a vampire at all, and sort of suave, beautiful man, my interest turned off.
This one's got some
But I can't fully judge. I can't fully judge that character because I haven't played. I seem to remember deep in my mind that yeah, Chelsea's a huge fan of that character, and I'm not saying it's a bad character. I must make that clear. People love the character. It's clear they're clearly good characters. I'm just saying personally, it's just not a vibe that I can get into. Or maybe who knows? You know, the sort of visceral reaction people are having suggests that maybe I should have given them more of a chance. But I have in my mind written off vampires for sure. Yeah. I must also reiterate I've not beaten Baldur's Gate 3. In fact, we didn't even get very far into Baldur's Gate 3. So. Oh yeah, it's the guy on the front cover. That's the guy I'm talking about. You know, the guy in all the marketing material. He's a silver-haired man in a white frilly shirt. What's not to love? I suppose I don't dislike the white frilly shirt or the beautiful man. I just, as a character, don't care. That's sort of the issue. It's not hatred. It's not hatred. Clearly, if you don't like a station, you shouldn't like Geralt. A station? Yeah, Geralt. I love Geralt for sure. And you... I do. Yeah, I love Geralt, and I actually completely accept the point that a lot of the tropes around which vampires, or a lot of the tropes built in vampiric lore, Geralt certainly draws on that. And it's an interesting thing to point out. Because he isn't actually a vampire, I don't lump him in, but I accept that he's a beautiful man with similar levels of mystery. I thought you were using a station as in like a unit that you sometimes use to like a big guy. I thought that was a bit of slang I hadn't come across. But speaking of Witcher 3, the bit that interested me least, as much as I love the setting, is the vampiric story in Blood and Wine. I didn't care, even though I really loved that DLC aesthetically, and I loved the world, and I loved some of the side quests. The central vampire thing. Didn't care. But as I say, it may just be an aversion to blood. Ah. It's like all the goodwill I mustered from watching that lady on YouTube, which I can't even remember her name now, evaporated with a hatred of vampires. It's not hatred, it's an ambivalence. Well, I mean, now it's time to destroy my relationship with Geordie. Geordie, I'm not that big a fan of Sephiroth as a character either, but for different reasons.
We're almost at the top.
Yeah. Stay frosty.
Yep.
We did it. We got to some cubes. I like Sephiroth's backstory. I like certain scenes. But I don't think this is a very popular opinion either. I prefer Cloud as a character. I like Cloud's arc a lot in 7. I think all the interesting stuff with Sephiroth is before the actual Final Fantasy 7. You like drag? You like drag race, though, right? I do like. I do like drag race. Yeah, I don't know what that has to do with anything. I can't believe I don't wish to believe. It's just getting worse and worse. Can't believe the stream started with 15k viewers and now look at where your statements have got you. Oh god. It's just my truth, guys. It's just my truth. No, that's sick. It is sick when Sephiroth goes through the. Sephiroth isn't maybe the best example because I do like Sephiroth. I mean, it's just not my favourite. I don't. He's a really like, you know, lauded character, everyone's favourite character. I don't feel that strongly about him, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't go so far as to say I don't like the character. It's just I'm just a bit more muted. Lulu is the best Final Fantasy character, yeah, obviously, yeah. So yeah, there you are. That's my story. Oh, left them behind. To be fair, there are a load of rubbish Final Fantasy villains, and Sephiroth actually is more fleshed out than many. A lot of the extended universe does him simultaneously dirty, but also expands well on his backstory.
Here we are.
Yeah. And One Winged Angel is a bot. Uh-oh. How the fuck can he see through that helmet? Yeah.
Past leave scars behind. Ignore them.
That's a good idea, isn't it? Ignore your past. Oh.
Are you Chaos?
I am its servant.
Oh, cool. Tiamat.
Its servant?
A classic summon.
We are the beings of chaos, masters of the crystals. Their power courses through our veins. You shall not have them.
Doesn't matter how many of you there are. I'll kill every last one.
Then come and meet your fate.
Oh, gross. A woman sewn into Tiamat.
Journey ends here.
I know its name. Tiamat.
Cool. This music reminds me of Nier Automata as well. Automata. Tiamat Dark Souls edition, yeah, for sure. Oh, hang on. I'm mostly wielding wind as this. Oh god, guys. Oh god, this feels real.
This one's got some teeth.
Just getting warmed up.
Good block.
Try not to get hit.
Any potions left?
Not many.
For mistakes.
It just hit us back.
Yeah. Gotta back off when it's like that.
Keep going, guys. You going mental? Hope you are.
Potions.
We'll have to take it slow.
Oh, interesting. If we're too... Oh, bugger. Nearly staggered him, guys. Did it. Well, half of it. What?
Hey, what? Looks like it.
No. Oh.
I'm not dead yet.
Keep your head
You are
straight,
nearly
Jack.
dead, to be fair. Oh, now you're actually dead. Oh. Ben, would you rather meet a vampire or get thrown in a wood chipper? Oh, good stuff. That would have been more of a surprise if the Hellboy didn't have more. Yeah, exactly. Right, that wasn't good. We were quite a long way off that guy. Gal. Didn't even answer. I suppose I would rather meet a vampire. As it drones on and on about the curse of immortality. Whilst, you know, applying eyeliner or something. Oh, God. What is a man? Don't understand. Castlevania really took a turn with that scene. Okay, what can we do? What can we do to be better here? Is this a film? Is this Interview with a Vampire? That's my guess. A film I haven't seen. Was I right? Wow. Oh, it's Castlevania. You should watch the new Nosferatu, Ben. That would change your mind. To be fair, that is a film that I do want to see. The reason I haven't seen that film is because I'm too pathetic, rather than my general ambivalence towards vampires. But from the trailer, I thought it looked really sort of beautiful in its own way. How scary is it? It's very scary, some may say for all the wrong reasons. Uh-oh. I'm taking so much damage. Oh, good block. Oh.
We've got a hard road ahead of us.
Just keep hitting them.
Good. Jack, Save some of that for later.
No room for mistakes. Can't be.
Good. Geordie is cackling. What's he cackling about? That, to be fair, is very funny. I love the phrase "church ass." Call your church ass. Oh, good stuff. That's a game I need to still beat. I don't know if that was it. I don't think it was actually. Was it? The you know, the main one. Can't remember its name. Symphony of the Night. Yeah. That's the one. I've never beaten that game. I'm a hypocrite because that stars a vampire and I'm playing that.
This'll be fun.
What's that? Jack, now's your chance.
We're a few steps behind.
Just getting warmed up.
It's good stuff.
No mercy.
You're done yet.
How can I get more health things?
Bit off a little too much there.
I feel like they're consumables. You play as Alucard. There is a small secret about his name that's not really well known. To find out, you should really play Fear Rising. Yes. Stranger Paradise increase potions. Yeah, that's what I thought. You can find additional potions, but then once you've used them, they can't get refilled. So you're just stuck at 5. Oh, I watched a really entertaining video yesterday about someone who leveled to 99. I think this might be old internet news, very old internet news. Who leveled to level 99 in the first level of Final Fantasy VII, and it took something like 2 years of gameplay. Are you familiar with that, Geordie? If you're still there. If not, I think you'd find that entertaining. There was a guy called Dick Tree who was originally doing it, and then this other guy comes in and takes over from him. Oh. Shakes my head watching a really entertaining video and it not being Power Wash Simulator Wallace and Gromit video DLC, both starring Wallace and Gromit. It's crazy stuff. That is on my list to watch. I haven't. You're right. For my sins, I haven't watched. I did see that it has got published. It's on my list of things to watch in the old queue.
Be ready for anything.
Do go and check out Geordie's YouTube channel. I mean, yeah, I'm just delaying the inevitable here by doing a bit of grinding. Can confirm no vampires in it. Great. Then I'm much more likely to watch it. I wonder whether it's Twilight related. It might be a sort of rejection of Twilight that's central to my disdain of vampires. Maybe. Who knows? It's currently being obliterated by YouTube's algorithm because it's obscene content. That's funny. Or not funny. Although careful, there are wallets. Ben, please, it's been bad enough. Yeah, okay. Yeah. I won't get into Twilight. I won't get into it. It's fair. It's fair. I do love Wallace and Gromit, though. On that, we can all agree, surely. We can't all agree on that, then what has the world come to? Oh. Oh, fuck. Well, much worse. It would have been pointless bleeping out bad words because it would have just been a terrible video. No, fair enough. I'm looking forward to it. What if Alan became a vampire? He sort of does. He sort of becomes a zombie, which again is a medium. You know, I can upset another range of people by saying if things contain zombies, I'm also not that interested in them. And Alan did become a zombie, a type of zombie, and gets roundly mocked for it. But obviously not really, he just dresses up as a zombie. Are you into demons? Now, I don't mind a good demon. Dante slaying a lot of demons, happy with that. Wow, it's getting harder. A trick question, vampires are demons. Good stuff. Got me. I love vampires after all.
Time for a change.
What about werewolves? I am neutral on werewolves. I think if there's much werewolf media I've consumed. I have a really big fear of, and so it may be that this is all based in my just timid personality, but I hate body horror. I hate it. I really hate body horror of any kind. It makes me feel sick. That new film, together with Alison Brie and Dave Franco, even the poster makes me feel sick. I hate body horror. I hate it so much. And often with werewolves, there's quite a horrific transformation that involves pain and bones breaking and screaming, which, to be fair, frightens me. I find that quite frightening. So for that reason, I haven't consumed much werewolf media. But a werewolf as a thing, I could take or leave. The lips stuck together. Oh, it makes me feel sick. I read the synopsis of that film, which I often do with horror films that I don't plan on seeing, and that made me feel sick. The whole thing makes me feel sick. I hate the idea. Michael J. Fox was a werewolf. If you don't like werewolves, you hate Michael J. Fox. Teen Wolf. As far as I remember in that film, he doesn't go through a painful transformation. Nice. Oh god, it's reminding me of The Matrix. The one scene haunted me for a long time. Which one? Oh god. Yeah, yes. Yeah. That is terrifying. Yep, not a fan of that at all either. Yep. Of course. Yep, all of that horrendous. I find it, yeah, The Matrix is a scary film. I found it very scary as a young person as well. I really hate the bit where he wakes up as well. In the pod and all that shit. I've just got quite a weak constitution. I think that's what this all boils down to. No, get up, mate. It's really difficult to tell if I've successfully blocked with the parry.
Gotta stay sharp, guys.
Yeah. It's like what I imagine going mental would be like, just Matrix thoughts. Yeah, there's some really challenging imagery in the Matrix. Challenging. I don't see victory in my future here. Oh. God, that's lame. Oh, what have we got here? Shoot. Temporarily reduces damage taken, makes enemy more likely to attack you. Yeah. It's this soul shield. It's this thing. I just don't get it. I don't get the soul shield. Just don't get it. Have I got some sort of... Great. I weirdly can't remember that much of The Matrix, to be honest, although Ice Nine Kills recently made a song based on Matrix, which is strange because they normally do horror shit. Yeah, it was a weird one, never heard of them. The video was kind of cringe as well. Did they put some shades on? Cool fingerless gloves. I'm annoyed that I'm now too old to rock a fingerless glove unless I become homeless. I never nailed it. Never found the right time to rock a fingerless glove. Do this. Attack with ruin. What does it mean? It hasn't done anything. Just don't get it. Just don't get it. Get a motorbike, then you can. I think you should just try fingerless gloves. Maybe I will. Any thoughts, guys? Any thoughts? It's not going well. Finding it really difficult to read a lot of these guys' moves.
Got a sinking feeling.
Think before you strike.
I'm not dead yet.
You are now, mate.
Can't be.
Just give it a go, lad. Try out the style, and if it don't mesh, grow your hair long, dye it silver, get some fan. Shit, that's a vampire. Bang, so machine. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just gonna Google how Soul Shield works. Rocky Balboa wears a fedora and a fingerless glove. He totally didn't look like an incel neck beard. It's true. How does Soul Shield work? Soul Shield will fully block any attack, with the exception of unblockable attacks distinguished by their red aura, and will also both increase your max MP and restore it. So it's always a good idea to mix it into your offense to keep MP high. Yeah, so I'm looking on Reddit. Aren't parry and Soul Shield a bit redundant? Yeah. New player here, it seems that Soul Shield is pretty much exclusively better as long as you have meter to spare, right? What's the blocks parry actual purpose in the game when you have the Soul Shield parry? I'd say use Soul Shield to recover MP and parry when you want to recover stamina. A well-timed Soul Shield will always be better, but the punishment tends to be higher for failing. But I don't really... What am I really using MP for? I don't know. If you didn't tell us you were Googling, you would have had a pirate software moment. I have been looking into some of his plight. Calling it pirate software will be next lookout. I mean, I think it seems like he already is. He just I feel for him in a way, because it seems like a bit like DSP. He can just never admit he's wrong, right? And that's central to the problem. It's not that he made a mistake, it's that he can't cop to it at all. And DSP's exactly the same. He'll never say, oh yeah, I was wrong. Oh yeah, it might be me. It might be me that's the reason that this is going downhill. He's just both sort of egos that can't be chipped at. So I thought, yeah, it's interesting. But it sounds like he was doing good stuff before it all went to hell. And he could have quite easily saved his career. I had DSP is trying to have a match with Low Tier God. Funny shit, I haven't seen that. You seen the new Meat Canyon? I did watch it, yeah, actually shortly before coming on stream. Again, because it's animated, I can get through it. But I mean, it is terrifying. That shit terrifies me. But it was great as always. And the stuff with his voice as well. I love that the version of him in the mirror had his high voice. That was great. Yeah, Meat Canyon is a talent, but a terrifying talent. Ouroboros, yeah. Yeah. Okay, one thing I'm going to change is I'm not using that blessing move at all. I keep accidentally triggering it in the combo. So make that spiritual sword. Make that blessing of light. Raging slash. In this sort of strange situation with my next door neighbour, because they lovely bloke, into music. We often talk about guitars, and he used to be a bass player as well. I went around his house the other day to move some furniture for it. I was helping move some furniture, and he sort of said, "It's his birthday right now," and he sort of implied that I should come along. But he sort of said, "I'd let you know." Annoyingly, I don't remember actually getting an explicit invite that said "come along at 7 o'clock." It was just like, it was more of a "I'll be hanging out for my birthday" sort of thing. And I think he said, "I'll let you know." But this is a weird thing to say. In my mind, he said, "I'll let you know if there'll be, if it's going ahead and you can come on over or whatever." I think it's happening right now, and I didn't hear from him, so I'm presuming he wasn't expecting me there. But part of me thinks the way I've just told the conversation was very unnatural and weird and wouldn't have actually happened. And it's much more likely that he just said, "It's fine, come along if you want." So I feel like a bit of a bell end. So we'll see. I don't know if I've done some more damage to my community relations, but yeah, I can hear them all having a good time now. I've got streaming. I've got Stranger of Paradise to play though. I'm not going over at 9:30. That's unacceptable. Maybe I'll put a card through. I did buy him a birthday card. I put a card through his letterbox, and that will do.
I bought him a card.
Okay, all right. You bought it as a proxy of me. You bought him a card because I put it on the shopping list. Your silence speaks volumes. Scotty says, "Don't worry, it can't be worse than earlier with your entire vampire fiasco." I've pretty much angered everyone on stream by saying I have a rather robust ambivalence / dislike towards vampires.
Boo! Boo!
Yeah. Oh, everyone's already booed at me for quite a long time.
As they should. It's not going to get sympathy from me.
No, my wife.
From vampires.
I just find that well, I mean, I don't want to open up the wound again, but I just find that often the stories written around vampires are sort of the same and don't interest me very much. But also, I really don't like blood, and I don't like.
Blood is a key component.
And I often don't like the fact that the vampire is on a timer and constantly there's something quite stressful about vampires. They constantly need to sustain themselves. That I find quite difficult.
What's your stress for the vampire?
Yeah, because I think often we were talking about games and stuff and playing as vampires as well, and I don't really like doing that for that reason. But no, yeah, sounds like I'm on a hiding to nothing here, really. What about Blade? Mental always trying to ski uphill. I like Blade, but even in Blade there are elements where it was like any of the vampiric stuff when she gets bitten while giving birth. I was just a bit like, and I like Blade because of Wesley Snipes and the cool swords shit rather than the vampire stuff. But yeah. It's fine. It's fine. Different strokes for different folks, guys. Yeah. So that's that. Can't see if Katie's in the room still.
Like a vampire.
Yeah. Yeah. How was Wednesday?
Yeah, what they've done. Everything's only releasing in parts. So they've only released the first half of the season.
Oh.
But so I watched the first 2 episodes.
Isn't Jenna Thingy isn't she too old to be a high schooler now?
Yeah.
How old is she?
Oh, I don't know.
Shake my head, Ben. It's Thursday. Oh, sorry, I missed lots of stuff from up here. Present album comes out next month.
Wow. Like that.
Nice. And now Scotty is shaking his head because it's Thursday, not sure why. How are we doing? 9:30. Guys, I feel like I'm not going to beat this boss. I feel I'm smashing my face against it. I might end the stream there. Mark appeared on the stream earlier. The magic guy.
He just found you.
Yeah. It's nice. Oh, did I say Wednesday? Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. Damn. Also, neighbours usually send an invite because they know they'll be too loud. Yeah, potentially that could be why. It just wasn't. It wasn't as explicit as I would hope. It wasn't like, "Oh, come over." It was, "This will be happening." I swear I said I'll knock on your door, but I could have misremembered that. Regardless, I feel like ever since we've moved in, I sense that we would get on well with these guys, and we just have never managed to quite make a meeting work. And we've been here 2-3 years. How many? 3 in September. Nearly 3 years, which is they're both like one of them's like an ex-teacher. They're really into music and guitars and stuff, and when we talk in the street, it's very good. But it's just never quite been able to nail down the go over and have a cup of tea situation. So we'll see. It's a sort of social maze I'll continue to navigate weekly. Mark the Magic Man, indeed. And with that proclamation, I'm going to leave you all to your business. Thank you for putting up with some more Stranger of Paradise. You may need to put up with a bit more of it in the future. I might do a little bit of grinding and side missioning in the interim to see if there's any value there, and helping make that boss a bit easier. But yeah, try and forgive me. Try and forgive me. Move past the vampire thing. Pretend it didn't happen. That's, it's fine. I love vampires. They're cool and sexy. Blah, blah, blah. So just pretend that's what I think, and include me as if I am with that opinion. Yeah, but no, thank you all. It's been lovely to speak to you, and I might be back on Saturday, depending on factors. I'll see how things go. And now that was all it took. Back in the good books. Cheers, mate. But if not, I'll be back on Tuesday with some Final Fantasy VIII. Benny the Vampire Hater. It's good stuff. It's good Twitch name, maybe. No, I'll make so many enemies. Anyway, have a lovely evening, guys. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.